Awesome. So welcome, guys. My name is Lauren. For those that don't know me, I came into this business 2.5 years ago. I came in June 2014. I used to have 3 jobs. I lived overseas for 5.5 years and really fell in love with travel. I'm 28 now. I moved overseas just after my 21st birthday. I did university. I finished school, did uni. Really kind of ran away from that. It wasn't really for me, and I loved living in the US, and then moved to the UK, became a nanny, and then moved back in 2013 and kind of just fell into work for money. And really kind of had no passion or purpose in life. I was a PT, I liked that aspect of it, but it was very time for money. So I came across this business actually, and yeah, for me, it kind of just ticked all the boxes. I got to help people, I got to really inspire other people around their health, and also help them from not just a health perspective, but also a financial perspective also, for helping those people that just wanted to make maybe an extra income. For me, it was an extra $500 a month, and now I actually get to do this full time in really part-time hours, and I'll share that at the end. So I'm just going to, if you have no idea why you're here, there's 3 awesome women launching their business tonight. So we've got Angelina, we have Hollie, and we also have Jade relaunching her business, which is super exciting. So if you are here supporting those girls, thank you so much. I know what it was like for me in the beginning to launch my business, and just really thank you for coming along, checking out what they're up to, what they're excited for, and kind of what gets them inspired and about the products in our business. So if you've never seen or heard about Juice Plus before, I'm going to share the products, and then also we're going to talk a little bit about the business and the mission behind what we have to share. So if you've never seen it before, our Juice Plus products, it's really simple. We're really about health from the inside out, and really, about micronutrition and macronutrition. And if you've never seen it, this is our premium product. So these are our capsules. Okay, so it's fruits and vegetables that are vine ripened, picked at their most nutrient dense stage. Okay, they're not picked green, they're picked really nutrient dense when they're falling off the vine and things like that. And then they're crushed and pulped and juiced and freeze dried and put in a vegan soluble capsule. It's a really convenient way to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat on a day-to-day basis. So I know for me, I'm really passionate about health. Today I had my green smoothies, and I actually had 2 cold pressed juices. And, actually if I add all that up, it cost me over $30. And I wasn't getting near enough variety, and I wasn't getting those nutrient dense fruits and vegetables that I know that I am getting with Juice Plus. So it's a really easy and affordable way for the whole family to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. So our government tells us 5 and 2. So 5 servings of vegetables and 2 servings of fruit per day. And that's only because that is somewhat achievable for most of us. But current research tells us 9 to 13 because of the current lifestyles we lead, the air we breathe, the soil that our fruits and vegetables are grown in now. It's not as dense as it used to be with vitamins and minerals. So the fruits and vegetables that we are getting aren't actually they're very, nutrient deficient. We're not getting all those amazing vitamins and minerals no matter how hard we try. I shop organic, but even I can only do so much in the fast-paced world that we live in these days. So this is a great way to bridge that gap, between what you do get on a day-to-day basis, especially us that work and, you're in the car a lot or you commute to work. We're eating out of convenience a lot these days. So this is really your oil in your car. Okay, your car's only going to go so far with fuel before you need an oil change. So this really helps with inflammation. It gets into your bloodstream within 3 to 7 minutes within consuming it with a big glass of water. And again, it's easily digestible, and it's really bridging that gap and about health from the inside out. What I loved first and foremost about it, I looked on the back and it was a food label. It wasn't a supplementation label. So I really call this an amazing nutritional whole food product. So I could read everything on the label. It wasn't a breakdown of synthetic isolated vitamins and minerals. It was a breakdown of how much parsley, how much spinach, how much kale. Kale was in our product 25 years ago when Juice Plus came around, before it was a fad. Okay, now it's kale this, kale that, and you're the cool kid at school if you're eating kale. yeah, but kale was in our product, in our vegetable blend 25 years ago when this product was created. So I loved that it was a whole food label. I could read everything on it. You know, there was no warning signs. So Juice Plus is suitable and actually, you know, really helpful to every person of every age. Women can take it breastfeeding, carrying babies, pregnant, you know, babies can have it, toddlers can have it. Women and children and men of all ages can have Juice Plus. It's safe for the whole family. So I love that about it. And I love that it is just a really easy and affordable way to get more nutrition into your family on a day-to-day basis. So for the cost of a cup of coffee, you can take Juice Plus. And also, as part of one of the largest health studies on the planet, your child can take Juice Plus absolutely free for every adult that takes Juice Plus. So if you are a mama or if you know kids, so I'm not, but I have a niece and a nephew, so I really am passionate about kids' health. So I love that before your kids even walk out the door of a morning, they can get the nutrition from 17 different fruits and vegetables into their system. You know, kale, broccoli, beetroot, tomato, parsley, spinach, carrot, cabbage, things kids probably wouldn't eat on a plate, but you get to eat, you get to get them into their little growing bodies every single day. And what it is, it's fruits and vegetables. What's in the capsules is actually in the kids' chewables, but they mix it with a tapioca and it's a little chewy. So it looks like a little gummy. And it, again, a really easy, affordable way. And the kids get it absolutely free. Again, anyone can take the chewies. Adults love them. I know they fill my household. And I definitely, when I travel as well, they're definitely in my handbag. But when I want to reach for something sweet and I know I'm getting, you know, goodness from fruits and vegetables instead of sugar, you know, from lollies. The only difference is in the process of the drying, the sugar gets fermented out of this naturally when the water is extracted, whereas with the chewies, the fructose is still intact because it is just the juice mixed with tapioca in these chewables. So again, just a really awesome, easy, but again, it's natural sugars. But that is, again, probably the only difference between these two. And the capsules, there is a little more potency to the actual combination of the fruits and vegetables than in the chewies. Again, you know, people say to me, well, how does Juice Plus differ from a synthetic multivitamin? For me, it's second to none. In a multivitamin, you take it, you pee it straight out. You have that bright yellow, what I call disco urine. And you go to the toilet and you're like, oh my God, is there something wrong with me? No, it's actually just all those vitamins and minerals passing through because your body doesn't recognize it, doesn't know how to utilize it, and it just excretes it out. Whereas with Juice Plus, it is whole foods. Your body knows it, recognizes it, knows what to do with it, and it can break it down, and you're getting the vitamins and minerals from over 27 varieties. So you look at an apple, an orange, they all have different vitamins and minerals, tens of thousands phytochemicals that we don't even know about, right? We know the standard ones, but there are some in there that we wouldn't even know about. You look at a multivitamin, at best, you're getting 50 in Centrum, okay? But again, they're lab-made, they're synthetic, they're isolated, and they probably don't work in synergy within your body together, whereas whole foods do, okay? You've got the rainbow effect in there. You're getting every single different color. And all of those different fruits and vegetables have different vitamins and minerals they offer. They work in synergy within your body and they are dispersed to where they need to be because we have a hierarchy of healing within our body. Okay, every single person here on the call in the world, Juice Plus can do something different for, and we never know what it can do for someone until they start taking it because we all want and need different things within our body, right? So again, that is our micronutrition. That's our oil in our car. Then we have the only other product, we're not a catalog company, you know, we're not a party plan company or anything like that. We literally are about health from the inside out and, you know, getting people back to healthy. So our only other product is our whole food powder. So this is Juice Plus Complete. I think it rings true in every part of the name. And it really is a complete form of good proteins, all plant-based, okay? So good plant-based proteins from pea protein and rice protein. It's water washed. It's not heat treated, so that it doesn't break down the nutrition from that protein, and it's easily digestible to your body. Then you've got good forms of carbohydrates in there from amazing ancient grains like quinoa and amaranth and millet. I didn't even know what millet was before I started this business, and I thought I was passionate about health. Then you've got amazing superfoods in there like alfalfa sprout and broccoli sprout. When's the last time you ate an alfalfa sprout or a broccoli sprout? When's the last time your kids ate one? Again, and they're flavored like chocolate and vanilla. It's an amazing breakdown, a complete breakdown of good carbohydrates, good plant-based proteins, and good fats in there as well. And then amazing minerals in there like niacin, and great forms of vitamin D from like mushroom and yucca powder, which mushroom is actually one of the highest forms of vitamin D plant-based, apart from the sun, obviously. So again, safe for the whole family, and really that's your fuel in your car, your breakdown of your macronutrition. So your protein, your fats, and your carbs, that's your complete. Now, I'm not an advocate of meal replacement at all, but I was a breakfast skipper before Juice Plus. I would always take protein smoothies. I was actually, I lost a lot of weight once upon a time, but I did it very deprivationally. And I used to take whey protein. Now, whey protein is very heat treated. It is a byproduct of milk. Dairy doesn't agree with me. Dairy actually doesn't agree with most people. And so, I used to have this bloated tummy all the time and wonder why. When I switched, this wasn't the first plant-based protein I switched to, but once I switched to plant-based protein, I had the flat tummy again. My digestion worked so much better, and I really understood how to listen to my body. This is one of the best tasting plant-based proteins, and again, fueled with loads of superfoods and safe. There are not many proteins out there that are safe for the whole family. Breastfeeding mamas can take them, pregnant mamas. The kids, I love most mums trick their kids. They blend this with some almond milk or some rice milk, put it in their kids' chocolate milk bottle, and, voila. You've got healthy chocolate milk disguised, pea protein and sprouts disguised as chocolate milk. So your kids are getting fueled with some good stuff. They're not a weight like our products are not weight loss products. They're not a Band-Aid. They're not a fad. They've been around for 25 years. Our company has been around for 47. We have the same founder and owner. It has been in Australia since 1998. And really, we are just getting started and scratching the surface of spreading the message of good health with people just like you and I that are really looking for, the edge and for better health. And that's what I love about Juice Plus. We are backed by 33 independent gold standard peer-reviewed studies, but most people in this day and age don't really care about the science. We're backed from doctors, from Dr. Du Bois. We've got Dr. Sears, an amazing pediatrician that backs Juice Plus and has done for 18 years. But for me, it really is about the stories of everyday people just like you and me that have had amazing results. So for me, I started on Juice Plus. I have adrenal fatigue, definitely diagnosed with adrenal fatigue nearly 3 years ago. Napping all the time, just really needed extra energy without the sugar highs and lows and things like I was getting. And then I started taking Juice Plus. Within 2 days, I felt natural energy, that natural buzz instead of the high and low. And within 12 weeks, my skin cleared up, and I used to have really, really bad acne. So incredible product. Again, what it does for me, what it does for other people is just a reflection of how it's working within our bodies. Now that I've been taking it 2 years, I think, the changes are very different as we go along. But I know Priscilla is going to share her story, and she's an incredible story about how it's helped her. So I'm just going to spotlight Sil, and Sil's just going to share briefly about how long she's been taking Juice Plus and, what it's done for her.
Hi, thanks, Loz. I've been taking Juice Plus now for probably 9 months. Before Juice Plus came into my life, I had a lot of little physical issues going on. I also suffered with my mental health. I have had depression since I was 13, and I spent the last 10 years before I discovered Juice Plus on antidepressants. So I also had some arthritis going on. Every winter it would flare up, irritable bowel syndrome, bloating like you described before, Loz. I was actually quite bloated all the time, carrying a lot of water retention as well. What else? Tendonitis in my shoulders, a lot of inflammation, so a lot of pain. After every shift I would be begging my boss to send me home because I was really exhausted or just really sore. So fast forward to 9 months ago, and I haven't had any anti-inflammatories. I feel really good. I don't need nano naps anymore during the day. I don't think I have any inflammation. If I do, it's definitely not a pain. It's not painful. I don't feel any pain anymore. I don't get migraines anymore. I'm very regular every day, which is a really good thing for me. And it's been 8 months now since I haven't taken any antidepressants after 10 years. So that was a massive deal for me. It's done a lot for my physical health, but I think it's definitely helped give me some it's taken away the brain fog. My mental clarity is a lot sharper. My memory's a lot better as well. I remember things a lot more than I used to. So, it's been really, really amazing for me. And it was the best yes I've ever said yes to in my life.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. You have such an incredible story, and well done. I know how hard it must be to, I guess, come off the crutch of antidepressants. So massive well done to you. And I think we're going to hear now from some of the girls that are launching their business. So they're just going to share a little bit about what gets them excited, why they chose this product and business, and what they're excited for the future. So I'm actually going to hand it over to Ange, because I can see she has her hands full, so she can share first.
Hi.
Hey Ange, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. So just share with everyone, briefly, kind of how you came into the business and, what you're excited for about the future.
Well, I'm pretty excited. I've only been on it for a week, but I always, at 3 o'clock every day, felt like I needed to go to bed, but now I'm literally awake till 11 o'clock at night, which is not me at all because of these small children. They were sick. They were sick from 9 months onwards, so I've slept probably 3 to 4 hours a night every night. So I'm not used to the whole sleeping regime thing. But in a whole week, my energy is so much better. The kids actually don't sleep during the day, and they go to bed at 7:30 every night, which is not something I'm used to in the last 5 years. So, but yeah, I'm just really excited to see what it does for me. I know it's already done lots for me now, so I'm excited to see what the future brings.
Love it. And what do you what kind of got you interested in the business? What are you excited for about that? Obviously you're a mama.
Yeah, well, I did work, and I worked at a bakery, and my hours were meant to be for school hours, and they turned out for me leaving 7:30 in the morning and not getting home till 7:30 at night, and I missed out on pretty much everything for my kids. So I gave that up a year ago, and I said, no, I'm not going back to normal work. And I'm pretty funny about what I put into my body. I don't take Panadol. I don't take anything because I just don't like what's put into things. But looking at this, because it's all natural, it's amazing. I can actually put something into my body that I'm not going to have to sit there and freak out about, because I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and everything. So whatever I put into my body, it freaks me out once it's in there. What's going to happen afterwards. But I've taken this and it does nothing but make me feel good. So I'm excited.
Love it. So exciting. I'm excited about where your business is going now. You're brand new, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now we're going to move on to Hollie. I'm going to scatter around. I can see her. Where is she? She wants to, oh, there she is. It's okay. I'm half blind. There you go, Hollie. So welcome, Hollie, and you're launching your business also. So what got you excited? How did Juice Plus come into your life? And what got you excited about the business, and what are you excited for about the future?
Hi. I don't know where to start. I found Jade through Facebook, and we got talking about working from home. Previously, I was a hairdresser before having kids, and I don't want to go back to a normal job. I want to try and make something work from home. So the business and the products just made sense to me. Working around my kids, using something that's whole food based, not anything synthetic, helping me feel better. I'm always tired of running after the kids. Energy levels, I need help with that. And helping my kids eat better as well because they're quite fussy. And I'm excited just to see where this can take me and my health for my family and myself.
Amazing. And I know you shared, family holidays are on the cards for you now with an extra income and, not having to go back to full-time hairdressing because no one wants to do that, right?
That's it. I'm excited to hopefully start planning a holiday. I haven't told my husband yet.
Surprise!
Yeah.
Love it. Well, welcome to the team, hon, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome. And then we have the beautiful Jade. She's relaunching her business. She's been part of the team now for a little while. So I guess for you, hon, what gets you excited about the future with, building your business and what it's giving you so far?
Hello. I'm really excited about the future because I work at Coles at the moment and that's horrible. It's not really good pay and it's hard to take time off to look after my niece and nephew, and it has no future at all. This business will be able to give me an opportunity to work from home and to make the money I want to look after my niece and nephew. And the product has helped me so much. Before, I was so sick. I was vomiting every day for 2 months straight. I had 2 operations when I first started the product. It cut my operation recovery time in half, which is amazing. I had a cyst on my ovary, and after a month of being on the product, I stopped having pain from it. Since I was 13, I have never had a period every month, and this is the first time since I was 13 I've had a period every month. I'm now 24, which is amazing. I never get sick anymore. My hair has grown so much. I have awful regrowth at the moment, which is horrible. And it's just proper saved my life. I have energy to work out after work. I never had energy before. I hardly have any sleep because I do look after my niece and nephew and they keep me up a lot of the time, so it's really hard. And my nephew's been on the chewables. He had eczema before and it's cleared his skin up so much, which is amazing. And I love that they have no nasties in it. I'm really careful what I put into my body. I don't take Panadol and things like that as well. I don't like taking antibiotics or anything like that. So it's amazing that I don't have to do that anymore. I just feel wonderful.
Amazing. And just watching, your journey over the last, I think, couple of months that you've been on the product and in the business, it's been incredible. You, such an amazing soul doing what you're doing for your niece and nephew. And I love that, you've done this and stolen moments around them and around your full-time job. So thank you so much for sharing, Jade. I love seeing your pictures and, you working out and kicking butt because I know how sick you were before. So it's incredible, again, what this product does for people. We never know, and what really the future holds in the business. Again, like I shared, we are on a mission to share healthy living with people, but healthy living from an aspect of, you don't have to go to work every single day and run the treadmill of life. We're kind of brought up to think we have to. I definitely, in this business have just been so inspired by what I've done and what other people have done, and everyday people just creating such massive success. And, I guess the first thing that comes up in a business like ours, our product's amazing. It's bulletproof. Honestly, I call it attraction-based marketing. We just share it with people and people come to us. We share the benefits that it's giving us. We share the benefits of what it's doing for other people. And people come to us really looking for that edge and that step up and that upgrade in health. But a thing that comes up a lot in this business is, we get really caught up in this limited environment that we are brought up to work in. Coles is a good example. I used to work at an IGA growing up. You look at the government, the higher you go, the less and less positions there are. It's a really limited environment, and most of us work in one. Unless we own our own small traditional business or own big traditional business, where we're the boss and we're the CEO, but then you really don't have a life. You own a job, right? You don't have that time freedom that we all talk about. But every single person works in a conglomerate shaped like this, okay? Whether you are the CEO or the owner, Okay, then you got like the board of directors and the state managers and the area managers and the store managers and managers of sections. Then you've got, we can all, I guess, you know, look at this and go, yeah, I was once here. Whether you worked at a supermarket, whether you worked, you know, at a call center, whether you worked at Coles, whether you worked in Telstra, whoever you worked for, whether you worked for a small company, you started somewhere here. And the higher you go, the less and less positions there are for growth within this. It's very limited, right? As you go higher, you're going against your colleagues for positions. And it really is pyramid structure-based work, because there are systems in place to allow them to work. But the higher you go, if you want to succeed, if you want to earn more money, there's a really limited space to do that. There's a really limited environment to do that. Okay, I've watched it firsthand. Middle management is usually outsourced, okay, and this is very cutthroat. This is how many people can I walk over? How many people do I have to compete against? In our industry, there actually is no ceiling, okay, so there is no limit. It's limitless. The opportunity is for everyone. It's for anyone, but it's not for everyone. I totally understand that. Some people are completely happy in their job, and I love that. Okay, all I want is for people to have passion in life, but every single person can have success in our opportunity, okay, and reach our pinnacle position of NMD. Not every single person can be the CEO that starts down here of Woolworths or of Telstra, right? Because there are very limited positions, whereas you come into this and own your own business and have a virtual franchise and have so much opportunity to grow and learn, and you can't do it without helping other people. So you can't get to our NMD pinnacle position without helping loads of other people get results and get, their health on track and get to goals in this business. Okay, so I could never have gotten to NMD by myself. I had to help a load of other people make extra income, get to their goals, and have an epic life too. But we all come in at the same position. In this industry, if you have university degree, if you have more skills than someone else, you could come in at an entry-level job. Here, we all come in, no matter if you're a doctor, no matter if you've got 5 letters after your name, whether you're a stay-at-home mum, a single mum, you've been on benefits before. It doesn't matter who you are, okay, or where you come from. We all come in at the same position, and everyone has the opportunity to make it to our pinnacle position and really own your own life and start to create that awesome life for yourself, because this is limitless versus a really limited opportunity here. And really, a lot of people come in and say, oh my God, I don't know anyone, I don't know enough people. It's never about who we know, it's about who we can help and share this with. Okay, it's never about who we know, it's about who we can open the door for and who they know and who we can help together as a team. So I really came into this as one person, or this could be you. Okay, you get a smiley face because it's super exciting to join the team and really start to paint a bright future for yourself. And I just had my first couple of customers by sharing what I loved and what I was excited for about taking a product and what I really needed help with my health. And I had my first 4 or 5 customers. Then I shared this business and I met Jade, and I met her on Facebook. I met her in a Facebook group. She liked something I wrote about. She got curious. She's a single mum. And I also shared it with Kirsten, who I knew through my PT course, who was also a mum of 2, or actually 1 and 1 on the way when she started. And Jade was a single mum of 2, really looking for a way to get out of the current situation she was in. Okay, and if you look at these 2 girls, all I knew was them. They were looking for something. I shared this business. They came to an event like this. They loved it. And all I did was link arms with them. And I taught them how to do this business. It's about being teachable. If you have desire and you want more in life, and you are willing to do some stuff, and really, honestly, stolen moments, we have an awesome system that is bulletproof, that works. And if you're teachable. So all I did was teach Jay. And then Jay reached out to Missy and taught Missy. And Missy reached out to Deb, and Missy taught Deb. And Deb reached out to Sil, who you heard before with the product, and taught Sil. And then Priscilla, don't know if you can see that, taught Taylor. Okay, who did I know in this situation? I didn't even actually know Jay. She came to me about the business, but I got to know her and we became friends, but I didn't know these girls and I was probably never going to know them. And it's really the 6 degrees of separation. And then Keeks, you know, she reached out to Kelly, and then she reached out to her mum, Rhonda. And then Kelly, you know, is teaching a few girls. She's got Sarah and a girl in Canada. And then Rhonda's got, you know, a few people. And then my 2 turned into 3, 4, and 5 really quickly. And then, you know, from there it's grown. And honestly, this is not about who you know. This is about who you can teach and who you can inspire that want more out of life. We are not, you know, going around knocking on doors, sharing this business and product with people. We are genuinely sharing amazing stories with people that are having success and people that are looking for something. So if you're looking for more out of life, honestly, you know, we can share this with you. If it's for you, awesome. If it's not, then you might know someone that might love to hear about what we have to offer. Okay, and then, you know, going from there, I'm going to get the beautiful Jade, who I just shared about, that I shared this business with many moons ago now, it feels like, and she's going to share a little bit more about our incredible business. So I'll hand it over to her.
Hey guys, am I off mute? Yeah, I am. Sorry. Hey guys, so like Lauren said, I've been in the business for a little while now. I know when I came into it, you know, I was just looking for a bit of extra money, a lot of extra money. I was a single mom, really struggling on my own. So I know one of the biggest fears I had coming into the business was that I didn't know anyone. I didn't know who I was going to help, who I could share the product with, who I could share the business with. Like Lauren said, you know, you just kind of go on and you share it with 1 or 2 people, and it gradually just grows over time. So I just want to show you a bit about the power of numbers. You know, at the start, it was just me. I started out on my own, and I went on and I eventually shared the business with Missy, and I shared it with Haley. So I had 2 girls. They then went on and they found a couple of people they could share it with, and they duplicated that, and that went on to 4. If them 4 people there can then again teach what we've taught them and pass it on and duplicate, that turns into 8. That 8 can quickly be 16. 16 then goes on and teaches another 2. That is 32. These 32 people reach out to their friends, families, help where they can. That is quickly 64. And 64 go on and teach 2. It is 128 if I can do maths. Now, over time, I've gradually got to, help a few more people and build that team up a bit. So, you know, the difference is I've just, you know, instead of sharing it with 2, I've gone on and I've shared it with 5. Now, if I can get these girls here to really, you know what they're doing and be really passionate about it, they go on and duplicate it all and share it with another 5, that then becomes 25. 25 people can do the same thing and teach that, and it becomes 125. 125 people can go on and teach 5 people, and it becomes, I think that's 625. And before you know it, there's like 1,000 plus people in your business. And all you have done, instead of just helping 2 people, you've reached out over time and you've helped 5 people. Now, you definitely do not need 1,000 people in this to have a very successful business. You probably don't really need 128, but that's just the organic growth that our business does have. And obviously, you want to help as many people as you can. Once you realize how amazing it is, it's just about sharing it. So it happens really naturally and organically without pushing it onto anybody. So that just shows you how easy and quickly your business can grow. The other thing I think I was going to talk about is the really cool way in our business that we get paid. I know that every other job I've ever had, like I said, you know, being a single mum, I was always part-time trying to work and pay childcare fees, that kind of stuff. So I never advanced really in any position, and I definitely never got a bonus. So for me coming into this, it was really cool to know that we not only got paid our commission, we got paid retail, commission, and then on top of that, for helping everyone, we get our bonuses. So I've only ever been used to getting paid one way. And, you know, the thought of this just blew my mind. The fact that I could get paid for helping other people, reach their potential was what really got me. So I'm just going to share a little bit with you about the different levels in our company and what that means. So one of the first main levels that you get to in our business is called SDVF. That stands for Senior Direct Virtual Franchisee. You don't really need to know that. So when you get there, you will get a $400 bonus. And the cool thing is the person who taught you will also get a $400 bonus. Now, I think we're going to get somebody to share a story about how easy it was to get to SDVF and where they're at with the business.
We're going to share SC.
Oh, okay. We'll go to the next level. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Go to the next level, which is SC. And when you get there, you get a cool $600 bonus. And once again, the person who taught you gets a $600 bonus. And now I think we're going to go back to Priscilla to share her SC story.
We're going to go to Kai. She's going to share her SC story. And she actually introduced, that's okay, she introduced Angelina, who shared earlier, and Jade to the business. So Kai, share a little bit of how long have you been doing it, what got you inspired to start, and what it's done for you so far.
Awesome. So I've been in the business, I think, about 7 to 8 months now. And like it just made sense to me in the beginning. I actually said no to it to start with, like 6 months prior. I wish I didn't now, but I love the team I'm in, and it was a different person I said yes to, which is Missy. And before starting this business, I tried all different types of normal everyday jobs. I'm a single mum, and they just weren't working for me. The kids were getting sick all the time. I was calling in sick all the time, and they weren't really happy with me. So, and then tried my own traditional business too, and that still didn't work because I was still having to call sick clients and stuff like that. So when this came up again, it just made so much sense. It worked so perfectly around my kids and me. They still go to daycare. It gives me a couple of days where I can concentrate on the business and do the things I need to do and have me time. But this is really not just given me a better future for me and the kids. It's given me a lot more strength, as a woman and, just as a mum, because I had lost a lot of that, being a first-time mum and going through, being a single parent. I lost a lot of myself. So this has really taught me how to be me again, and even a stronger me. So I couldn't thank this business enough. I just love it, and I will never do anything ever again besides this. So yeah, it's amazing.
Love it, Kai. Thank you so much for sharing. You're so awesome, and I think your little boy's awake on the side there too, which shows you can do this from anywhere. Awesome. So we'll share the next levels, Jade.
Thanks, Cara. Okay, so the next level is SSC. Oh, my pen is running out, which is so typical. So SSC, when you get there, you get a really cool $1,200 bonus. And once again, the person that taught you gets a $1,200 bonus. The next level above this is called QNMD. When you get there, you get a $1,500 bonus. And again, the person who taught you gets a $1,500 bonus. Now, I'll share a bit about my QNMD story. Like I said before, I came to the business as I was really kind of desperate at the time, just looking for some extra money. I've been in the business about 15 months now. For me to progress through all these levels and get the bonuses and stuff was just mind-blowing. I think it made me so much more confident in myself, and the personal development is just amazing in this company. I never had that, I never went to uni. I was a mum from the age of 20. I never went to uni. I never had that career-driven life. I just thought I was always going to be a mum, working week to week, struggling to pay the bills. I just didn't know, I didn't have another way out until this came into my life. So 15 months down the track, I've hit all these bonuses as I've gone along, all the different levels, and got all the bonuses. And my big dream in life was to have a family home. So, you didn't have to move every time someone that you're renting off wants to come back, or something happens to the real estate, you've got to move on. so my big dream was to have that home, to have that stable place for my girls to grow up in. And that, never ever was an option for me as a single mum. I just thought that was just on the dream board, and that's where it would stay. But now I'm actually looking into getting a loan, it's all going ahead really soon. We're going to start building. So for me to have that, I think it just shows how life-changing this business could be. I've come from having absolutely nothing and wondering how I was going to pay the groceries each week to now literally having my savings and being able to buy our own home. So yeah, that's my little story. And then obviously the next level that you get to in this business in a pinnacle position is NMD. When you get to NMD, you get a $3,000 bonus. The person that taught you how to get there gets enough by then. They don't really need that extra bonus. So that's where that kind of ends then. But you're at the pinnacle position and you're helping everyone else get there along with you. So that's really cool. I'll give you back to Loz.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jay. And what I love is, Jay is well on her way to NMD. But, I guess for me, just to close it, I had the amazing privilege, I guess, of, leading our team to an NMD team. I definitely would never have been able to do any of it if I couldn't have helped these awesome people. And they all played their part in, I guess the title NMD, but NMD is just a title. They are just bonuses. It's awesome money along the way. But it has no, I guess, dent in what you're really understanding and making in your retail profit and commission and what kind of business you've built from there. So for me, if you just follow the system and you're teachable and you've built, and I guess a strong foundation and a strong business, at NMD could be seen to be earning anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000, $120,000, if you really are following the system and building it strong. And so many people build that alongside full-time jobs, full-time mums, full-time kids, full-time everything. And you get to make some pretty cool choices when you become, an NMD. And to be honest, those bonuses Jay just shared is just icing on the cake. There actually is $25,000 more in bonuses you can earn after that. The highest bonus in our pay plan structure being $10,000 of a bonus, which is pretty exciting. And our team is well on our way there. And I love, bonus money. We have a cool culture in our team is, part of it gets spent on them, part of it gets spent on me, and, part of it gets spent on something fun. I definitely call bonus the fun money. And just to give you an idea, I am an NMD. I became NMD in the very start of June of this year, and earning more now, working 3 to 4 hours a day than I was working 9 to 10 hours a day in 3 jobs. I definitely, last month was a big eye opener for me. I got to live my dream. I got to move, got to go to England for a month. My whole team thought I was moving there, and I got to go to England. I left on the 3rd of October, didn't come back till the 6th of November. Had an amazing time, still worked because I can work from anywhere, and work from my phone or my computer. We still did events like this. I still got to talk to people. We get to build a business from anywhere and build it with anyone. We're in 27 countries, and I came back and I got paid more. I got paid not to, I guess, impress you, but to impress upon you. It was like a $15,500 month, and that was without bonuses. So to give you an idea of, I guess, the longevity and what you can create from this, money is just choices, because money is digits in a bank account at the end of the day, but it is just choices about what you get to do with the rest of your life. Whether you love travel, whether you want to sail around Australia, whether you want to go and move to a different country and take the kids and homeschool them, whether you want to buy a Ferrari or a jet ski or a private jet. I don't know what lights you up, but you get to do more of that more often with the people you love. It really is just an amazing way to have more choices in life and to get to grow and contribute. So many of the girls talked about growth, to see Kyra and Jade and Jay and all these girls grow and shine, and Priscilla, and step up. And I know, it's just the beginning, and, life is all about contribution, is, grow me and serve other people is just the name of the game. It's all I ever wanted to do. I just really wanted something where I could help myself and help other people too. So I love having that opportunity. And, you know, it's the simplest things. It's the small things that we forget about, you know, buying the kids new Christmas presents at Christmas, or not having to, you know, like hide from the postman in January because you've racked up a massive credit card bill to be able to provide at Christmas, or, you know, having a new toaster and kettle, or, you know, we talk about houses and cars and those big dream things, and I love that. But it is those small things. It might be a weekend away with the kids and hubby because you haven't been on a family holiday in forever, and you just want to drive an hour down the road and hire out a caravan or something. It's those small things. It's magic moments. That's what I love. That's what counts. You know, if you saw something you loved tonight, awesome. We really do these all the time just to share the incredible success. Women, men, there are men in this business too, I promise you, that are having awesome success from an amazing company, product, program that we have to offer people, and an amazing business that so many people can grow and thrive in, and create epic futures for themselves. There are honestly 4 proven ways to create residual income, which is what you are creating within this business. And that is invent something and be paid royalties, get in the property market and do properties up and flip them and buy more to be able to earn the income you can be earning as an NMD in the property market. It's $2 million outright of property, no home loans. So, you know, a lot of people can't even fathom that to get into it to make that kind of money. So this is a really risk-free, amazing opportunity to be able to do that. So if you love something you heard tonight, awesome. Go back to the person that invited you. Get your questions answered. That's all I ask. You know, I definitely nearly made a really ignorant choice that I was too cool, or I did too many jobs, or it wasn't for me, or I couldn't do that, or I couldn't be one of those successful people. But I got my questions answered, and I'm so glad I did. Because honestly, what this business has given me, both, you know, financially, but, you know, as a community, as a culture we've created, second to none. You know, I definitely love every single part and aspect of what we are building. And again, business is booming and we're just getting started, and we're looking for incredible people, some of which you heard tonight from those incredible girls. And we are just getting started, and we're here to help so many more people. So if something resonated with you tonight, awesome. Go back to that person, get your questions answered. You know, maybe they'll reach out to me and we'll answer them together. But it's not about being the expert. It's about loving on people and caring more about people. And in this business, it's about how many people can you help, okay, and inspire along the way. And if you help enough people in this world, you'll always have what you want. You'll always have abundance, and you'll always get what you want and have more of it. So massive love from me. Have an incredible Sunday night, what's left of it. Thank you so much to the girls that launched and shared, and big love from me, and I'll speak to you guys soon. We have